Welcome back, everybody, to CMO Chats. We continue our knowledge sharing mission through a series of interviews with marketing leaders from all over the world. Today, we are very thrilled to have Paula with us.
Hi everyone, welcome to CMO Chats. My name is Paula Parks and I'm the Group Vice President of Marketing for Asia Pacific at ServiceNow.
And Paula, tell us a bit about your journey. What sparked your interest in marketing?
Well, I have to say I'm a curious learner and I cultivated an early passion for the intersection of marketing, technology and sales, which has led me on the path that I am today. And I wake up every single day loving what I get to do. And I love connecting dots, cultivating relationships, both in and across teams and as well as cultures. So being in Asia Pacific is an outstanding opportunity.
There is something about this culture that really just feels very homey. So Paula, if you can just share a little bit about your main marketing focus at the moment.
In a nutshell, our main marketing focus is all around conversion quality. So if I could clarify, what does that mean? It's really inching every cent of investment closer to revenue. So my mission here at ServiceNow is to ensure that marketing earns the absolute respect in the business as a revenue partner. And with the power of AI, I think marketing is a front row seat to deliver impact like never before.
I think I like what you said about obviously including AI. There's something about developing technology and continuing the growth your company has with it. If you can give an example, what's a particular innovative or successful marketing campaign your team has recently executed?
Yeah, we had a ServiceNow customer experience campaign that we launched. It would have been in February this year. And it was nominated for Best Media Relations and it got a highly commended at the Best B2B campaign at Mumbrella. And what I love the most about this campaign is we surveyed thousands of customers and agents right across Asia Pacific to understand the customer service experiences and the impact of AI. And we delivered insights en masse, but at a country level, so highly relevant to our audiences. And really what we were looking at was the hidden complexities and sabotaging customer service. So customer service agents want to deliver, but in excess of all of the busy work that they have and the disjointed systems, it limits them to less than a day per week in actively solving issues. And the result ends up in a widening gap between customer expectations and the actual service. Most of all for the campaign, I'm super proud of the cross-functional team within our business that came together. They laboured long and hard on this and they've raised the bar. This campaign has been running for the past 4 years. So it's delivered long-running relevance every single year. They raise the bar again, especially when attention spans are starting to shrink these days. And it's been nominated for industry awards 3 years running. The stats actually speak for themselves. We had basically a media reach of around 783 million people, and we've had millions of dollars in pipeline from it.
Wow, that is so big. Congratulations on the success of your campaign. I'm sure it puts a lot of heart and effort to really pull in together everybody for this same goal. And I like what you said about, being able to listen to these customer service team because it is important to know how we can support them. To our next question, what I wanted to ask now is more on what do you think are some of the biggest challenges marketers face today?
Oh, the biggest challenge, I think, is just harnessing the pace of change to unlock true business impact. So with the need for speed, the one thing that really keeps me awake at night is the pace of reskilling and empowering marketing teams with AI to innovate right at the edge. I think, for us business leaders for years and decades have been fostering growth mindsets in and across teams. And with the advent of AI, it's no different, particularly when the benefits are exponential with personalized AI for better experiences. And there's this one quote that I love from IDC that they did with a CEO that said, AI is not going to replace your job, but someone who knows how to use it better then you will. And so that's something that I sort of front and center for me on a day-to-day basis, is how we can maintain that future forward mindset and really bring all of our teams along on this journey, because it's really ultimately at the end of the day, it's how we supercharge human productivity and take out some of that soul-crushing work, make sure that teams and people are really, really excited in what they're doing every day, which permeates all stakeholders for businesses.
Agreed, definitely. I think it's about being able to be more efficient and using that in terms of escalating or even like highlighting more of the work that you do. I think with Ortus Club, we definitely want these conversations to go because again, AI is something that we're hearing more and more, and it's not something we should shy away from. It's something to ask how we can apply it in our current roles in our companies. So how does your company with that stay ahead of its competitors in terms of marketing?
Well, I've got to say that we've got some of the best bosses in the business, from our CEO, Bill McDermott, who's basically united 24,000 employees across ServiceNow on a one core goal, and that's to become the defining enterprise software company of the 21st century. And then I guess a little bit closer to home, the greatest of all time, I believe, CMO and Colin Fleming. He is a consummate exponential thinker. He's a storyteller at heart. And, you know, he started his ServiceNow ride, it would have been just over a year ago now, with 20 marketing beliefs that I think are absolutely spot on. So there is no boring here at ServiceNow. And I think that's what keeps us ahead of our competitors and on our game all the time. Best leaders cultivate the best talent.
Yeah, and best leaders do things with intention. That's how I'm really understanding what you shared also. So, Paula, what do you believe is the biggest opportunity that CMO or marketing leaders today might not have seen or might not have been available in the past?
I think in modern times, what helps brands win is imagination. It's the possibility and it's just the certainty. And as marketers, creativity is absolutely core to our DNA. So the real opportunity ahead of us is leveraging the power of tech to augment humanity, and in a way that is super meaningful.
I think I remember a time where a lot of things were manually done, took a lot of hours. And, you know, we live in an age right now where these things are by a quick snap, it's already done. And I think that's amazing. It's been 5-10 years since, you know, we've seen a lot of those changes slowly creeping in a good way. So in your opinion, Paula, what does the future of marketing look like for you?
I mean, I think the future of marketing looks as bright and bold as it ever did. If you think about it, psychology and AI are a powerful combination that really will keep us on our toes. One of the things we know, we've just run a AI maturity index piece of research, and we know that the visionary leaders are pulling ahead. They're 4 times more likely to have AI connected to workflows across functions, and 83% of those visionaries are reporting revenue growth tied to AI. So as we harness that true power of AI, expect that, you know, messaging personalization is going to be grounded in real need, data, and most importantly, the moments that actually matter.
For sure. I think it's also understanding, you know, currently where that needs to be placed or at the amount of urgency each department can actually have to be able to incorporate that in their work. So what is the role of the CMO or marketing leader for you in one word, and why?
If I had to pick one word, it's market, because all roads lead to market share through mind share. It's about owning the airwaves and ultimately revenue.
Market. All right. I like that. So I think this one is actually one of my favorite questions to ask. What's a piece of traditional leadership advice that you believe doesn't apply to modern CMO or marketing leaders?
Oh, I love this question. I think as a self-professed student of leadership, I have like a cupboard and a Kindle loaded with classic leadership books. I honestly have not found a single piece of traditional leadership advice that bypasses the modern CMO. I will tell you when I come across one though, but I just seen one yet. They're standing the test of time on leadership advice.
let me know when you find one. But I think for this last question, I do want to ask this particular question to you. So, what career advice would you like to share with other marketing leaders that are also watching this?
One of the things I'd share is just fortune favours the bold. I'd long envisaged living my best life, a global role beside the beach. And so I've moved countries and companies, all with a 5-month-old. And so being brave ultimately changed how I got to work and how I got to live. And while it wasn't without downsides, I had a London-based boss and I had post-midnight calls. I think it proved to me that you can do a truly global role from any corner of the world, and that you can meet talent where talent is. It's just led to me basically optimizing for time zones and leaning into leveraging my own circadian rhythms for enhanced productivity, creativity, and engagement and relationship building.
That's very true. At the end of the day, it's being open to the change and the opportunities that are given to you. And as you mentioned, maximizing it to the best of the potential that it could get. Thank you so much, Paula, for joining us in the CMO Chats interview. I would like to thank you and everyone else that has shared for the past couple of sessions. It was really great having you.
Well, thank you for watching CMO Chats with Ortus Club, and catch my full interview on Spotify.